In a house filled with wealth, silence hid a painful secret. He thought he knew everything about his perfect life, until one night, he found his maid hiding in the kitchen, eating leftovers meant for the trash. What he discovered in that moment didn't just expose her hunger. It exposed a truth about kindness, dignity, and a world divided by invisible walls. Stay with us, because what happens next will break your heart. The mansion was quiet, the kind of silence money buys. Crystal lights glowed over marble floors, and plates of untouched food sat waiting to be thrown away. The millionaire walked into his kitchen, unaware that this night would change him forever. Behind the counter, hidden in shadows, someone held their breath. In a house of abundance, hunger was quietly breathing nearby, unseen, unheard. She crouched low, hands shaking, eating leftovers meant for the trash. Not stealing, not begging, just surviving. Every bite was rushed, every sound a risk. For her, this wasn't shame. This was necessity. Hunger had taught her silence, and tonight, silence was about to break. The millionaire stopped mid-step, his eyes locked onto a sight he never imagined. His maid, hiding, eating, afraid. In a house where food was wasted daily, a human being was starving. His wealth suddenly felt heavy, uncomfortable, and painfully loud. She stood up slowly, tears falling before words could form. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I didn't steal. I only eat what's left." She wasn't defending herself. She was pleading to survive. In that moment, her dignity hurt more than her hunger. She stood up slowly, tears falling before words could form. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I didn't steal. I only eat what's left." She wasn't defending herself. She was pleading to survive. In that moment, her dignity hurt more than her hunger. Her trembling voice unlocked a memory he buried long ago, his own childhood hunger. Nights when his mother skipped meals so he could eat. The same fear, the same quiet pain. The past stood in front of him, wearing a maid's uniform. He asked softly, "Why didn't you ask for food?" She looked down, "Because poor people don't ask. We endure." That sentence cut deeper than any accusation. It exposed a world where survival requires silence. Without speaking, he pulled out a chair. He placed a warm plate in front of her, not leftovers, but a real meal. "Sit," he said. Her hands trembled again, but this time from disbelief. No one had invited her to the table before. Between tears, she spoke of her sick child waiting at home, of dividing one meal into two, of pretending she wasn't hungry every day. The leftovers weren't just for her. They were love wrapped in survival. That night, he made a decision: a raise, medical help, a future for her child. But more than money, he gave respect. He learned that real power isn't how much you own. It's how many lives you choose to lift. She ate slowly this time. No hiding, no rushing, no fear. Just a woman finally seen. In a mansion once defined by wealth, humanity took its place. And two lives changed forever because kindness finally walked into the kitchen. That night was never about leftovers, it was about being seen. In a world where excess is normal and hunger is hidden, one moment of compassion changed everything. The maid went home with more than food. She carried dignity, hope, and the feeling of being human again. And the millionaire learned a truth no amount of money can buy: kindness is the richest legacy of all. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to subscribe to Miracles of Kindness, where every story reminds us that one small act of love can change a life forever.